Hi everybody. So the Buddha said there are 4 ways to meditate, and I want to show you these ways now as a introduction to our upcoming retreat, June 21st through 23rd. 4 ways, the Buddha said, to meditate: sitting, standing, lying, and walking. So let's start with sitting. So in embodied meditation, it's really important to not sit on our tail, squash our tail, our coccyx. This is even squashing the very bottom of my sacrum. I get up off my tail, I get up all the way, even off my anus. So really sitting up. If I had a long tail, like a dinosaur, it would be going down and back through the floor. And that extends my spine all the way through. Letting the chin drop so that energy and breath can go all the way up and all the way down. And this is so important in embodied spirituality, this core flow. All the way up and all the way down. Anything that happens can go in and out. In embodied spirituality, we do embodiment practice first to prepare ourselves for meditation so that anything in our bodies, in our emotions, in our lives that needs to move through our body can move through and complete until we're open to stillness, silence, resting. But then even once we've begun meditating, sometimes we deepen. And as we deepen to deeper levels, energy arises that needs to move sometimes, that needs to breathe, and that's different than following your monkey mind, discursive mind, wherever it goes. There's research that tells us the more you move, the more you feel your body, the less you think. So doing embodiment practice opens us to stillness and silence. But then doing embodied meditation might open us to movement, sound, words, emotion, energy that needs to release. And embodied meditation, you go there. Whether it just means that you need to change positions, or if it means you need to really focus on discharging some energy. So it might come up in your sitting meditation that you need to change positions. If your legs and arms aren't receiving from your core, why not? What's shut down in your core or in your limbs that doesn't let the energy go out? So always change your hand position, your feet position, to wherever you need to be so that the energy is not only going up and down through our core, but spreading out through our whole body. Sometimes I feel like I really need to be flat on the floor, sometimes even flat on the earth itself. Make that change if it comes to you. If you have access to full lotus, feel when you want to be there and go there. Even if you can't stay for very long, it's a powerful opening to yourself and to the earth. Feel in your body when you need to change modes of meditation. So when you need to go from sitting to standing. In standing meditation, open your toes fully. I'm showing you with my fingers. Ideally, our toes open as much as our fingers can. Just open your toes as much as they can open. Soften your knees and push all the way through your knees. So you're not hyperextending your knees, but your knee is straight and fully supporting you. Push down with the back of your pelvic floor, your anus, and ideally feel the front of your pelvic floor dome up. So you're really supported, really clear flow all the way into the earth and up through your body. Check your chin, resting down so that middle of the ear lines up middle of the shoulder. And roll your shoulders, open your shoulders, middle of the ear, middle of the shoulder, middle of the hand, middle of the thigh. You want them all to line up. And feeling that flow. If you stay here for a long time and standing, feel that your knees can bend and straighten to refresh. Your arms can breathe to refresh. For me, standing meditation is so powerful to include my whole body. It's a different way, a more activated position for your legs and hip sockets and pelvis in a way. And I feel really connecting earth to sky and heaven. Feeling in your body, how long is this the right position for me to meditate in? So sitting, standing, lying. Laying down is the best position for me to really rest and release. For some people it's not good because they fall asleep. But see what works for you. You know, maybe you need to fall asleep. But if you don't need to fall asleep and it feels like you will automatically sleep, then don't stay here too long. But feel the openness that it brings, and also balancing in your pelvis. Sometimes I put my hands under and pull out with my deep rotators, and then I can really find the middle of my sacrum. Balancing your shoulder girdle, balancing your neck, left, right, but still also forward, back, so that there's even more of a sense of energy can move freely through, all the way through. And then laying gives me such a powerful sense of the earth supporting my whole body, and then so much space. Outside, there's the sky, but even inside, the space up through the ceiling. In terms of resting my mind, laying is such a good rest. And then the fourth is walking. So feel with your walking. In Buddhism, there's very formal ways to walk, but in embodied spirituality,